Those who are watching my video, and really, I've just been watching a lot of news and other bloggers on YouTube, and I like to see all the individuals who are interested in what's going on in the Middle East, and I like to see how individuals are giving their honest opinion, whether I agree with it or not. What makes this country great, that I admit, is in America, you can express how you feel without too serious of repercussions. There are repercussions though, but they're not as serious as in some other countries. And I will give my country credit on that. But when it comes to the Middle East, I feel as though the real problem is the American politicians. I feel as though they have not found out, but they have created some type of scheme which in turn destabilizes nations. And with America being as we could say, global police, and the military being the backbone of this country, their ability to destabilize countries can be very profitable. And like I say, the military is the backbone of this country. So those that gain a lot from military research, funding the soldiers, they have a lot to gain. The elites of America. And I feel as though they have an attack on Islam. I've been researching the religion, and truly it is a beautiful religion. I'm looking into trying to become a Muslim myself. And I started to notice that if you really look at it, all the true trouble are in Islamic based societies where Islam or believers of Islam are in the vast majority. And I don't want to say it's a Christian versus Muslim thing. I really don't want to say that because the true elite of this society that we call America are not Christians. They are true unbelievers. I don't want to disrespect Muslims, those that follow the path of Abraham, Judaism, or Christians. By identifying those as any of them, they are unbelievers. But they have truly found a way to destabilize regions and promote fear in America through terrorism. I feel a lot of these terrorist cells, like ISIS, disrespect to Islam, were created through the American elites. And this is why I say that. If they sponsor this ISIS group, and let's say ISIS destabilizes Iraq, who is the world going to call? The world police. So they destabilize the area to where America is needed to come in and look like the hero. I know a lot of Americans will be like, boy, you crazy. What you smoking on? But hey, if you really think about it, it doesn't sound too far-fetched. It's just that, hey, you're too busy in your day-to-day life to really put thought to it. I don't knock you at all. You know, you got bills to pay, children to take care of. But just take heed to what I'm saying. They create these cells to disrupt the area, and they can come in, get rid of them, look like the hero, and promote how democracy works. And it's kind of sad, but if you really look at it, it's the truth. If you really think about it, 25,000 soldiers, that's the research I did when I looked up ISIS. ISIS has 25,000 soldiers. So with 25,000 soldiers, you're trying to persuade me to believe that 25,000 soldiers, not with the best of training, they don't have military training to the standard of which America was teaching the Iraqis. It was American soldiers that was teaching the Iraqis how to fight. They don't have the weaponry that America would give the Iraqi army. You understand? They don't have the training or the weaponry or the funding to the point to where they could oust the Iraqi army that was backed by America, unless they are backed by a force that has better military training, better money, better weaponry than America. And to my knowledge, I don't know a nation that has better training, weaponry, or funding than America. But somehow, this terrorist group, 25,000 soldiers, ousted the Iraqi army, which was backed by America. Not only are these 25,000 soldiers able to oust the Iraqi army, they took over Iraq, went into Syria, took over large portions of Syria, also while bombing different countries around the world. It's amazing that 25,000 soldiers could do that while being bombed by a coalition force consisting of America and other European countries. It's amazing to me. Don't nobody just think like that. Like, it's amazing how 25,000 soldiers could fight Iran, Iraqi resistance, the Iraqi resistance which is left. They're fighting Iran, the Iraqi resistance, and other countries that I don't really know too much about. I think Jordan. They're fighting all these soldiers while getting bombarded by American Air Force and the coalition force. 25,000 soldiers. It's almost disrespectful to the person that actually puts thought to it. These organizations, this ISIS group has to be getting funded and trained by someone truly elite. I mean, truly elite. I mean, let's put this in perspective. Do you know when the American army attacked Iraq? I don't think it took them no more than 90 days. 90 days. This is the Iraqi army. 90 days. Now, a sudden, an Iraqi army that had 500,000 plus soldiers gets defeated in 90 days. But now a group of 25,000 cannot be beat within 2 or 3 years. ISIL has been going on for at least 2 years. 2.5, probably 3 years. It's really strange to me. But I believe, like I was saying, that they are being used as bait to get back into the Middle East. And the whole scheme is to promote democracy by showing the vulnerability of other means of government. So just keep your eyes on the news and watch how all the Islamic-based countries will be attacked. It's already been Afghanistan, which, hey, they messed up. You know, when you bomb the towers, hey, take the Islam out of it. You bomb the towers, hey, America got the right to come get you. Iraq, Libya, now Syria, all Islamic-based countries. And it's going to be some more, unless the public can catch on and be like, hey, they are attacking Islam. There are going to be some more unless the people can really get into this. But just keep your eyes on the news, and maybe the ones that we're calling enemies, like China and Russia, they might not be the enemies this time. You know, they're not an enemy to me, but America always calls them an enemy. They might not actually be the enemies. You know, we've been fighting so much to where America's been in fights so long to where I don't even think they know what side they're on now. They're just used to winning all the time. So they don't even know what side they're on anymore. But just keep your eyes tuned into the news. Really pay attention to what's going on in the Middle East. Because if you're a Christian, one that follows the Judaic law, or you're a Muslim, it's a very, very important time right now. I mean, it's a very important time. And I just wanted to give my thoughts on it and hope I could see y'all responses and see what y'all think about what I was saying.